Okay, everybody, howdy. This is Globex. It is about 9 p.m. Central Time, which means it's 10 p.m. in New York. Okay, what are we looking at? We immediately, you'll see the turn down here as the moving average came up sharply. We had a 90-minute VWAP here come up sharply. We had the moving average come up here. And now we crossed over that's the short-term moving average, which is pretty, almost perfectly following that 90-minute VWAP, which I'll turn on if I want a closer read on the market. This is a Flex Renko 420 chart. This is not the 5-minute chart. And let's see. So the reasons why I got into this long in Globex, I usually wait until 3 o'clock, but I saw this, everything was green on this chart. We're above value area low, which is right here, which turned on here. We're above value area low. Everything is, that's the 90-minute view off green. The moving average is green. The second moving average starting to turn green here, okay? And now, right there, we had a VPOC come in, a 3-day VPOC, which turned on, and then it turned on up here to push price up. Okay, so took that trade right there as that right after the VWAP came on, right there. So I figured it was going ahead and supporting buyers. So I went ahead and put a stop order there and got into the trade. As it came back up through it, it grabbed me, and here we go. I got a stop order down here at 29, which is what, 11 ticks away. And we're going up here, and we're continuing to go up. I mean, it's a little bit, choppy back and forth, but that's the Flex Renko chart. I mean, welcome to Flex Renko. You're going to expect this little bit of stuff. Right here, there's your second chance entry right there as it popped up. See it turn red? It rejected the downside, came right back down to that moving average. That's the 65-144 moving average cloud. Came right back down and rejected off the cloud. Boom. So there we go upside. So I'm just following this guy up. We're starting to see a little weakness here. There's a VPOC in here. You can see a lot of volume is coming through in here. There's the VPOC at 69.50, and my daily view up is here. So everything's pretty much still green. The 68.34 is flopping around, which which indicates there's a tiny bit of weakness in that, but I fully expect it to keep going up. Okay. We're looking at the IB short target, which is at 69.89, and 69.89 to be a little bit of a pit stop, maybe a little bit of a pullback. You can see the VWAP extension here, the 90-minute VWAP extension is starting to diverge a little bit from the top, starting to pull back down, but that's okay. That gives us, see where that popped up there? So that confirms our suspicion that VPOC was just more buyers there. Okay, as it came down, they threw more buyers at the market, and you can see these green, the green and blue and purple. The purple's a VPOC. To me, the green means the yellow is caution, but I can buy that. I can buy that area right there. Okay, which I would be down at between 69.33 and 69.28 to buy it. Okay, and then turns green there. Hey, buy it, baby. Let's go. So, green means go. Let's buy. So I was a little bit late to the party, a little bit, not very bad, not very much, But sometimes crude oil will do that. Sometimes crude oil will just go right from the gun and just buy Globex. We'd come down so far, everything started turning up. The VWAP started turning up. Everything's green here, right? So just let it ride up. Now my first target would be up here. I'm looking at looking at this green area up here, especially, there's a high volume node there. There is where, this is where my daily VWAP was when the session closed, okay? So I'm looking at that. I'm looking at my daily VWAP to take one off, or basically get out of my trade. That would be 131, 132 ticks, somewhere right in there, okay? I would expect to see a little bit of resistance here, up in this between the 70, 75, and 71. That basically that high volume node, and then price, volume starts dropping off at the low volume node right there. So I would expect to see a little bit of a pullback down in here. There's your VWAP. Expect to see a little bit of a pullback in this area, and then more upside. We've got previous levels here. That is previous level S2, which is my breakout level. If you're going to break out, then you're going to target down here at S3 and your IB short target. And I don't have S4 on here. That's on the other chart. That's on my 5-minute chart. There's this where's my S4? S3, I thought I had S4 on here. I don't see it. S4 was down in this area somewhere here. I might have hidden it for some reason. Anyway, so that was my 4th support level, and that was basically where things started running out of steam, and that you saw that. I don't have that other support level on there, but that's okay. S3's moved down here, and I'm looking at there. I'm looking at some targets up here. First target up here, and then right around here somewhere, and then we'll see what happens at 3 a.m. I seriously doubt it's going to come back, 130 ticks between now and 3 o'clock. Between 3 and 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the London guys come in, the London oil traders, and they're some of the best in the world. So I would expect a reaction right around then, and be looking very closely at the 3 o'clock, 3 a.m., 2:30, 3 a.m. time frame, between 2:30 and 3:30, to see what happens there, and see how they handle this. They may pull it back. Then again, they may do like they did yesterday. And here's yesterday's. Here's yesterday's when they came in, and sorry, that's Wednesday. There we go. See where they came up and they bought it right there. So you're looking at between, there's my 3 o'clock. There's my 305 candle. The 3 o'clock candle right there when they opened, 3 a.m. open. Basically, what did they do? They initially started to sell it because of this guy. You're looking at down here as a support level, and they pushed it back up, or basically down here and down here as a previous level, which acted as support for the market. Pushed it back up here, right there, and then sold it. So I expect a reaction at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock this morning. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, this is a fair bit, this is a fair ways up there. But, it's inching up. I mean, we're already up 40 ticks. We're looking at, 134, 135, somewhere right on there. I don't have my buy-in profile turned on. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so I positioned it back here. There we go. I positioned it back here at right around this level here. I expect a reaction here at that high volume node. So we'll see what happens. Go back over on the 5-minute chart, and we'll see what happens. So we got all kinds of levels up here, which we might find resistance. There's my 3 a.m. open. There's my 8 a.m. open for looking at pivot levels at 8. you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's a lot of we're gonna have a lot of resistance up here, and we'll see what happens. That may be that 8 a.m. may be the deciding entry, whether we're gonna go higher or they're gonna hit that level and sell off. So anyway, we'll have to see where the VWAP extensions are at that particular point in time and make our evaluation there. If not at 3 o'clock in the morning, then at 8 o'clock. Anyway, that's the Globex beginning analysis, and you know, we'll see what happens tomorrow morning.